Welcome to another deep dive.
Sounds fun.
Today we're looking at practical ways
Practical ways.
to protect our planet.
Okay.
Our source material is a discussion on the Learn English podcast.
I've heard of that one.
It's a group that calls themselves the Green Leaves Club.
Green Leaves Club.
Yeah, and they're having a kind of global brainstorming session.
Oh, cool.
You could say.
Okay.
About going green.
Love it.
And get this. One of the facts we'll uncover
Okay.
is that ants outweigh all humans combined. It's a crazy thought.
I never would have thought that.
So,
Yeah.
Are you ready to explore
I
some
am.
easy steps
Absolutely.
towards a healthier planet?
I am ready.
Let's do it. So, they start off
Okay.
by expressing this shared concern
Oh, cool. What is it?
that Earth is getting sick.
Yeah. I've heard this.
Pollution's impacting the air we breathe,
Yeah. Sure.
the water we drink.
The land we live on.
Right. It's affecting everything.
It's a bit of a reality check.
It is.
But I like how they move beyond.
Yeah, what do they do?
Just acknowledging the problem.
Yeah, right? What can we do about it?
Their first target. Plastic.
Okay. Makes sense. Big one.
They're all about reducing plastic use.
Yeah, I like that.
By bringing reusable bags and bottles when shopping
Yeah.
and opting for those metal straws.
Right. You gotta have a metal straw.
They even challenge their listeners
Oh, neat. What do they say?
to think deeper.
Deeper. Okay.
Consider the packaging
Packaging.
of the products they buy.
Oh, interesting point.
Do you think
Yeah.
that kind of consumer pressure
Yeah.
can lead to change?
I mean, I think it's all about collective action.
Collective action.
Right. Like if consumers are demanding it, businesses are going to have to respond.
They also talk about saving energy,
Oh, good one.
and I loved how they emphasize
Simple habits.
Yeah, what kind of things?
Like turning off lights when you leave a room,
Yeah.
using fans instead of AC,
Okay.
switching to energy efficient LED bulbs.
Right, yeah.
Do you think those small actions
Yeah, I think it's a snowball effect.
can make a big difference?
Yeah, if one person does it, it doesn't make a difference. But when millions of people start doing it,
Yeah.
that's when you get real change.
And they're not just talking about it,
Right.
they're living it.
Okay, what are they doing?
One member, Toby, shared his experience
Oh, neat. What did Toby do?
with composting.
Composting.
Yeah, he found that it reduced his
he do it?
trash
Uh-huh.
and gave him
Gave him what?
a huge benefit in his garden.
Oh, cool. Like what?
So he reduced his landfill waste
Okay.
by 40%
Wow.
just from composting.
40%, that's huge.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that is.
And he said he doesn't need chemical fertilizers anymore,
That's amazing.
which is great.
Yeah, that's a win-win.
So that focus on resourcefulness
Resourcefulness.
naturally leads to their thoughts on recycling,
Yeah.
which they see as another crucial step
Right.
towards reducing waste.
Okay.
They also highlight the importance of supporting local and sustainable products.
I like that.
Buying food from local farmers not only means less transportation,
Less transportation.
which
means
that's solution,
less pollution. Okay.
but as their club member Ben pointed out,
Yes.
you're getting fresher produce
Fresher produce.
and supporting local communities.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win-win.
It is a win-win-win.
But before we move on
Yeah.
to transportation,
Transportation.
I have to share one of those mind-blowing facts.
Okay, hit me.
They mention
Okay.
there are more trees on Earth
More trees on Earth.
than stars in the Milky Way galaxy.
Really? I did not know that.
Isn't that
That's
crazy?
amazing.
That's 3 trillion trees.
Wow.
Okay, back to the Green Leaves Club.
Okay.
They are pretty passionate
They are passionate. Yeah.
about finding alternatives.
Alternative.
Cars,
Yeah.
especially with all the pollution they generate.
Right. I mean, cars are big polluters.
Several of them shared their experiences.
Oh, cool. What were some of their experiences?
Biking
Biking.
or using public transportation.
Right. Makes sense.
One member
Yeah.
even bikes to work every day.
Wow. Dedicated. What did they say about it?
They were raving about
Yeah.
the health benefits.
Every day
How
it's-
much they enjoyed what?
Being outdoors.
Being
was-
outdoors. Right. Yeah.
Plus the financial savings.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's always a plus.
Speaking of resources, we need to protect.
Yeah.
What do they have to say about
Water conservation?
water conservation?
Yeah, they're all about those
Yes.
simple water-saving habits.
What kind of stuff?
Like turning off the tap while brushing your teeth.
Yeah, I do that.
or fixing leaks promptly.
That's a big one.
Some of them even collect
That collect.
rainwater to water their plants.
I've heard of that. That's really cool.
Okay. Yeah. Before we move on, I have
Yeah.
to share another fun fact.
Oh, I love these fun facts.
This one completely blew me away.
What is it?
Ants
Ants.
weigh more
They weigh more.
than all humans combined.
No way.
I know.
That's crazy.
It speaks to
It speaks to what
to
their
sheer number
yeah
and collective power.
and collective power. Yeah,
Maybe we should take notes
we should.
from their organizational skills.
We should.
And that brings us to
Brings us to what?
their central message, collective action.
Yeah.
They believe that even small, everyday changes,
Yeah.
when multiplied across a community,
Okay.
can create a positive impact. I think that's a great place
A great place.
to pause for now.
Okay.
Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll delve into even more ways to make a difference.
I'm excited.
You know,
Yeah.
what strikes me about the Greenleaves Club
What about them?
is their passion.
Yeah.
They're not just talking about these changes,
Yeah.
they're actually living them.
That's great.
It makes their message even more powerful,
Uh-huh.
don't you think?
Yeah, I think it adds a layer of authenticity.
Authenticity.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
like they're walking the walk,
Exactly.
not just talking the talk.
Speaking of choices,
Yeah.
their discussion about trees
Trees.
and their hidden communication network,
The Wood Wide Web
the Wood Wide Web.
completely fascinated me.
What is that?
It's like they have their own secret language.
So the Wood Wide Web
Yeah.
refers to this network underground
Okay.
of fungal threads
Oh, wow.
that connect trees and plants.
Interesting.
And through this network,
They
Yeah.
share resources.
so they're all connected.
Almost like a natural internet.
Well,
Scientists have discovered that trees can actually send signals through this network to warn each other about pests
Oh, that's wild.
or even transfer nutrients
Interesting.
to struggling saplings.
Wow. It makes you realize how interconnected everything is.
It really does.
Okay, I have one more fun fact.
Oh, I love fun facts.
Hit me.
Before we move on,
Okay,
are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
The air we breathe
Yeah.
is mostly made up of
Oh.
hydrogen,
Oh, is that right?
about 78%.
I didn't know that.
It makes you appreciate
It does.
the simple act of breathing in
Yeah.
a whole new way.
It does.
So it seems like
Yeah.
the Greenleaves Club has given us
They have.
a pretty awesome roadmap
A roadmap.
for making a difference.
Absolutely.
But it's not
That's
just
just about individual actions, right?
right. Yeah, there's got to be more.
They also touched on the need
The need for
for bigger change.
bigger changes.
What about those systemic changes that can
Okay.
address
Yeah,
environmental issues on a
Uh-huh.
larger scale?
yeah. Like what role does the government play
Exactly.
or businesses?
It's great that we can make changes
It is
in our own lives,
for sure.
but we need those larger scale shifts
We do.
to really tackle these issues.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
We need policies that promote renewable energy,
Yeah.
incentivize sustainable practices, and protect our natural resources.
Yeah. And businesses
Businesses, yeah.
need to prioritize
Prioritize.
ethical and environmentally responsible operations.
Absolutely.
And we need communities to come together.
Yeah, to advocate for change.
Right.
To create local solutions.
It seems like it
Thanks.
requires a multi-layered approach.
It does.
Individual actions, collective action,
Yes, yeah.
and systemic transformation.
You got it.
All working together.
Yeah, it's all connected.
So the Greenleaves Club
Yeah.
has given us some amazing food for thought.
They have.
They've shown us
They've shown us.
that even small changes can make a difference.
I agree.
But they've also challenged us
Challenged us. How
to think bigger,
to think bigger.
to consider the role of
the-
governments,
Yeah.
businesses, and
Yep.
communities
Yes.
in this movement for a healthier planet.
It's a group effort.
I think this has been
I
a
agree.
truly insightful deep dive.
It has been.
But before we wrap things up,
Okay.
what stood out to you the most?
I think what stands out to me
Yeah.
is their unwavering optimism
Okay.
and belief in the power of collective action.
Yeah.
They're not overwhelmed
Right.
by the scale of the challenges.
Right.
They're focused on solutions.
I agree.
And that's incredibly empowering.
Yeah. What about you?
What resonated with you?
It's inspiring to see
It is.
a group of people so dedicated to making a difference.
Absolutely.
They've given us a lot to think about. The
Yeah.
focus on individual actions is great,
Yeah.
but I'm also curious about
Curious about what,
how those actions
Yeah.
can translate
Very
into
good.
larger systemic changes.
right, how do we go from the individual to the system.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like they've planted these seeds
Okay.
for this broader conversation.
Okay.
So yeah, making eco-friendly choices in our own lives.
Yeah.
That's great.
Uh-huh.
But how do we amplify those efforts?
Right.
Through, like you said, policy changes,
Yeah.
business practices, community initiatives.
Right.
We need it all.
For example, the Green Leaves Club talked about
About,
reducing plastic use.
okay.
But what if there were policies that discouraged single-use plastics altogether,
Interesting.
or incentivized companies
Yeah.
to use more sustainable packaging?
Yeah, I like that.
How do you think? Those kinds of measures could make a bigger dent in the problem.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So government regulations and incentives
They can play a role.
they can play a huge role.
Take the example of
What is it?
plastic bag bans
Okay.
in many places.
Yeah.
Where they've banned these bags,
Yeah.
there's been a significant reduction in plastic waste.
Wow, that's awesome.
It shows.
It shows.
These policies can work.
Yeah, for sure.
And what about businesses?
Businesses,
What role do they play?
I think businesses have a tremendous responsibility
Okay.
to operate sustainably.
Okay.
Consumers are becoming more aware
Yeah.
of the impact of their choices.
Right.
So they're demanding products and services from companies that align with their values.
Oh, it's not just
That's
about
what we do.
doing the right thing.
It's not just about that, no.
To the planet.
Yeah. It's also
It's also becoming good business sense.
smart companies that prioritize sustainability are often seen as more
Right.
innovative
Yeah.
and forward-thinking.
Yeah.
They attract
They attract what?
top talent and build stronger brand loyalty.
That's huge.
And what about communities?
Communities.
Oh, can they do?
Oh, I think local communities can be
Yeah.
incredibly powerful drivers of change.
Okay.
Think about things like
Uh-huh.
community gardens, farmers markets,
Yeah.
bike sharing programs,
Right.
local recycling initiatives.
Oh, right.
These all
Yeah.
not only promote sustainable practices, but also foster a sense of community and shared responsibility.
It's about creating a
Absolutely.
culture of sustainability
Yeah,
where these practices become the norm.
exactly.
So as we wrap up
Yeah.
our deep dive into protecting our planet,
Protecting our planet.
I think the Green Leaves Club has given us
I agree.
a fantastic starting point
They have,
for our own journeys.
for sure.
They've inspired us
They've
with their passion
Their passion.
and their practical advice.
I love that about them.
But they've also challenged us
Challenged us
to think bigger,
think bigger.
to consider how we can be part
A part of what?
of a larger movement for change.
Yeah, it's a group effort for sure.
It's really about
It's about
each of us playing our part,
playing our part,
whether it's
whether it's what?
making small changes in our daily lives,
Yeah.
advocating for policy changes, supporting businesses that are doing things right,
That are doing things right.
or getting involved
Yeah.
in our local communities.
It's all connected.
It's about recognizing
Recognizing what?
that we're all interconnected
Yes.
and that our choices have the power
They do.
to create a healthier,
A healthier,
more sustainable future
more sustainable. Yeah.
for everyone.
I love it.
Well said.
Thank you.
Be sure to check out the show notes for links to the original Learn English podcast episode,
Awesome.
as well as other resources that can help you
Help us
continue your exploration
continue exploring.
of sustainable living.
Absolutely.
And remember,
Remember what?
even the smallest actions
Even the small
can make a difference.
They really can.
Let's all do our part
Let's do it.
to protect this amazing planet
Protect it.
we call home.
Our home.
Thanks for joining us
Thanks for having me.
on this deep dive.
Of course.
We'll catch you next time
Okay, sounds good.
for another fascinating exploration.
Can't wait.